you seem quite chatty down there. Hey, dude, guy with a beard. You're quite chatty. I don't know what that means. Just 3 letters. Oh, okay. Don't say I could imagine there being a problem with you. I've got you at a 10. Let's have you at a 7. Just keep a little bit quiet. Otherwise, I have to kick you out. And I imagine you could probably take our security. So it'll be amusing, but only for me. Shouldn't you be fucking invading Congress on January 6th? What the fuck are you dressed as? Is there a motorcycle gang down the front? Have you got a tattooed face, or are you just on? What's going on there? Is that?
I'm just dirty.
You're just dirty. Okay. I mean, I can see one. Well, I'm looking at one man, but I can see 2 disappointed parents. I blame the alcohol. Not what you've had today, what your mother was drinking when pregnant with you. Are you in show business, Joe?
On doing some things.
No, this guy. Are you in show business? You're not? The feet off the fucking stage then. Okay, you look as if your head's on upside down, motherfucker. It's just weird. It looks like someone's drawn a face on a thumb and then dropped it on a barber's floor. It's a fucking weird look. I feel like there's like 5 people in the front row that look as if they're only here as an alibi for a crime that's currently taking place. What the fuck is going on? You need to... Yeah? But... All right. What the fuck is going on there? Any other questions? Not from you people.
Do you have a Nazi joke?
Yeah, do I have a Nazi joke? Yeah, I just called him a cunt.
How did you like the comedy in the White House yesterday?
Are you having dental treatment at the gig? Are you getting, well, I'd love to see the show, but I've got to get this root canal done. Doctor, can you come with me, please? What? How did I
How did you like the White House?
Oh, the White House yesterday. Yeah, fuck me. But Donald Trump for me, I know a lot of people think ill of him, but for me, Donald Trump is my spirit animal. I'll tell you why. I look at Donald Trump and I see a TV host who became the most powerful man in the world. And I dare to dream. I am a spray tan away from power. I just need a Slovenian wife. But how did they meet? It's a tale as old as prostitution. I feel bad for this guy. Have you just realized you're not on a date? He's what, sorry? He's your friend? Well, Polly. Yeah, I'll let her know. She's not got all the emotional intelligence you could have. Polly, I've got a tip for you, or if you like, he could put the whole thing in. It's a Saturday night, Polly. He's taking you to a show. You're on a date. You're taking him. Yeah, but is he gonna get his dick wet? He's a big, handsome fella. Okay, you know when they tell you when you're a little girl, you know, Polly, when they told you, they said, oh, you're gonna have to kiss a lot of frogs. And then one of them will turn into a prince. Yeah, the frogs were dicks. Polly's like, oh yeah. Good luck, player. If you don't get laid now, no one's going to help you.
What's the worst place, London or Birmingham?
What's a worse place, London or Birmingham? Birmingham. These are very easy questions. If you think about it, London is the 5th biggest economy in the world, and it has a poor country around it.
What's your favorite kitchen appliance?
What, sorry?
What's your favorite kitchen appliance?
I like my girlfriend. What, sorry? Why did I have kids? It's a good question. I kind of an existential crisis. What, sorry?
Did you want them?
Yeah, I really wanted them. You didn't want kids? Have you got kids? Okay, here's what genuinely, man to man, I'll tell you. I thought I'd gamed the system by not having kids. I thought I was fucking smart because I had such an easy life. I thought I was playing a video game of life and I'd found the cheat code. And it was just easy, easy, easy. And then I got to my kind of mid-40s and went, oh, I'm sitting at a bullshit low-stakes table. And there's a bigger game to be played. And then I had kids, and every other status game seemed trivial. I would say it's that last stage of like, if you can do it, fucking do it. Maybe put a baby in Polly. She seems like a genuinely nice person. It'd be a good mix. You know. Opposites attract. Come on, it's been 3 years, mate. That might be a two-man job.
What's the most meaningful life lesson you've learned thus far?
What's the most meaningful life lesson? What, like, bit of wisdom? I think all self-help could be sort of summarized in 2 words. Prioritize later. That's the whole thing. Prioritize later. And if you think about it, it's even religion. God is the future. You sacrifice something now for a better life in the future. That's what work is. You sacrifice something now for a better future. So, prioritize later. That's it. It's that simple. Did you want a funny answer? I don't know. The one that I like my favorite quote at the moment is that, you know Alex Hormozy? He runs gyms in America, but he's fucking so bright. And he said, what was the exact words? He said, real self-confidence doesn't come from shouting affirmations in the mirror. Real self-confidence comes from giving the world irrefutable proof you are who you say you are. I fucking love that. It's amazing, right? Anyway. Dick jokes. We are getting married this year. Been together for a while, 4 years. You'd expect the families to be happy when they heard the news. Well, guess again. Go on, who's getting married? Who's getting married and their family don't approve? Where are you? Here. Hi. You all right, mate? And why don't they approve? What's going on?
We don't know.
You don't know? Well, I've got a theory on family. Here's my theory on family. When you lock the door at night, the end of the evening, everyone in the house is your family. Everyone outside, just someone you know. I'm sorry that's happening, but it's kind of proof you love each other, right? Yeah, you'll be all right. Don't worry about it. I mean, it's not like you're marrying him. You guys have been fucking great, by the way. I thought we were going to have I appreciate it. If you had to swap heads with one other comedian, who would it be and why? Is this in terms of your brain or looks? No. I mean, if I was going to swap heads with, you all fans of Anthony Jeselnik? Yeah. He's a fucking funny boy, and also, Jesus, he's a good-looking motherfucker. Yeah, I'd swap heads with him. Fucking great.
George Carlin.
What, sorry?
George Carlin.
To have the mind of George Carlin, that would be something. I mean, one of the greats. I think. He's extraordinary. It's all. It's now like, most comedy rots, right? Mostly what comedy, from 50 years ago, it's rotten. And that's fine, because everything you do goes back in the pot. So it's nice. There's no legacy for comedians. We just go, it goes back in the mix. We're all standing on the shoulders of giants. But someone like Carlin, or Pryor, but Carlin, I think, his stuff still, it's on the internet every day. And it still fucking works. Fucking genius. Yeah. I'm just saying, he's fucking great. This is for my husband, Davil's birthday. Every night I fall asleep while he is laughing at your jokes. Thank you. Moita. 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 Did you get the show here? This is for the older people. Did you get the show here, Heart to Heart? It was about a detective team that were married in Los Angeles in the 1970s. And the guy doing the voiceover would always go, "There's been a murder." Sounds like her fucking name. What? Where's Davil? Where are you, Davil? Yeah. Hi, happy birthday. Yeah. I appreciate you being here. I know this is a treat, but I'll be honest with you, love, what he wanted was anal. This is not the arsehole he wanted to see. Jimmy, would you rather suck your best friend's dick for 10 minutes and him not coming, or only 30 seconds, but he finishes? Oh, this is an excellent question. I mean... Well, my best friend is a lesbian lady, so I reckon I'll be all right. Her dick's made of plastic. I don't know. What are we thinking? What's the sensible answer? Who asked, by the way? Who are you? Where are you? Hi. It's a very good question. What would you do in that scenario? You're a heterosexual lady. You'd
30 seconds.
30 seconds? Yeah. Okay, it's good. It's protein. It's protein. There's no shame in it. Fucking great. I think I would, yeah. It's a good moral dilemma.
What's your BDSM fantasy?
What, sorry?
What's your BDSM fantasy?
What's my BDSM fantasy? They let me go? I guess. That's the submission and the dominance. There. I don't know. Just the usual. Presumably you've asked that because is that your bag? Yeah, he looks like that's his bag. Yeah, he's about to make a confession, I feel. I like the thing where when you think she's dead and then she's all right. Oh. What?
Relationship advice.
Any relationship advice? What's your relationship status, sir? What, sorry? Together for half a year. Is she here? No. Okay. My first advice was, don't ask that in front of other people. She thinks I'm not funny? Leave her. Well, there's two theories on relationships, right? There's one theory dominates the online presence, right? All the Tinders, all the dating apps are based on one premise, which is birds of a feather flock together. If you have something in common with someone else, then you'll get along better. But also, opposites attract, right? So you might get on with your partner because she's very different to you. Maybe she likes different music, she likes to do different things, maybe you're a morning person, she's a night person. That can work very well. Lots of relationships are based on that, opposites attract. But I think if you have a different sense of humor to someone, fuck that. There'll be single ladies in here, we'll find you someone else to fuck. Someone that can take a joke and your cock. That's what we're solving for. Teenage girls in, there's bound to be some. One there?
Shut the fuck up.
Is that guy?
It's him all the time. Shut the fuck up.
Which guy am I looking at? Hey man.
Annoying cunt.
You're great. Just sit there. I've got you at a 10. We need you at an 8. You're not in the rest of the show. Is that all right? But I love that you're here. Read the room. Now. It's all right. Say that. One of my best friends in the world is a lesbian girl, and Is that the same guy? I've got some terrible news for you, sir.
Oh, Jim.
You got to go. I tell you what we'll do. You look as if you've been drinking fairly heavily, my friend. Possibly a little bit of cocaine in the mix. Just drinking. Okay. Well, look, we're going to buy you a beer, but you're going to have to fuck off. I don't think you're quite getting up and fucking off enough. I'm absolutely serious. Okay, I hope we haven't ruined your evening. I'll always remember the €30 you spent. Okay. I think that's, you know what? I think that's nice. He's handling this pretty well, I would say. It's not a nice thing. Often you overdo it on booze before coming out to a show. It's not a fucking disaster. But you're upsetting other people. Good luck. Take care, my friend. Down that way, yeah. And we will. The stewards over there, could we make sure we buy the guy a beer? That's actually a pretty fucking dignified way to leave a room, having made a bit of a dick of yourself. Good guy. We're going to have him beaten and raped outside. No, let's buy him a beer. Christ, if I hadn't kicked him out, I think you might have fucking killed him. I reckon there was a good chance you just go over there.
Have you tried rakia?
Have I tried rakia, the local booze? Oh, I don't know how to explain this. I'm wealthy?
So, obviously not.
Obviously not. That's like, you're asking a fucking multi-millionaire, have you ever drank petrol? You ever drink petrol? You're so desperate. You're so depressed. You drink fuel. We call it rakia. It's a delicacy. A delicacy. You just mean, yeah, it's disgusting, but you'll get used to it. Any other?
What do you drink?
What do I drink? I do like a whiskey. I love a whiskey. I like an old-fashioned. I like old school drinks from like the Prohibition era. Like I like a Boulevardier or a penicillin, something like that. Penicillin's a fucking drink. You people.
Yeah, another show after this one, right?
What's right? Do I have another show after this one? Yeah. Is it what, sorry?
Same as having like just had sex.
Is it the same as you just had sex?
She asked if you'd like to do it again.
And then she asked to do it again. I'm guessing that's never happened to you, man. I look like. Yeah, it's a bit like. Well, I've always thought that's a weird thing. Like the only time, ladies, just so you know, the only time any man ever wants to have sex twice is before he's had sex once. What do I think about Jim Carrey? Yeah, I met him once. He was fucking amazing. He was extraordinary. I watched him on stage. So he was being given an award at the JFL Comedy Festival in Montreal. He was being given a Lifetime Achievement Award at this ceremony. And he went up on stage and he tried to be serious and say something about his mother. And he hadn't been on stage in front of people for like 10 years. And he was so effervescently funny. It was kind of, it's almost like a disability. He's so fucking funny. Anyway, he's great.